Let's go to Berkeley, California and talk to Ralph Schorman, author of Hidden History of Zionism. Welcome to the program, sir. Mr. Schorman, chemical weapons allegations against Syria. How much do you think this is a false flag by Israel?
Well, I think we have to look at the credentials of Lawrence Wilkerson. As you mentioned, he was the former chief of staff to Secretary of State Colin Powell. But what's more significant is that he was responsible personally for the intelligence information used by Powell in his February 2003 United Security Council appearance when he claimed that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, as he described them, both chemical, biological, and nuclear, which were being prepared to be used against the United States. And that, indeed, declaration by Colin Powell was the basis and pretext for United Nations sanctions of what became the U.S. devastation of Iraq. And indeed, it's the shock of recognition that this high-level intelligence figure Wilkerson encountered when he acknowledged that these are all what he called false flag fabrications, that he himself was instrumental in this and had been led to believe this evidence, which in turn he explained and examined and documented as being fabricated. And that is the basis for his stating that these current claims are equally the same false flag undertaking, because as he states, that is the predicate of U.S. imperial policy in the region. Now, this is an extraordinary statement from a figure with the responsibilities that he had and the role that he played in precisely this application of imperial agendas of false flag pretexts for invading countries with respect to Iraq and the protracted devastating wars that the United States has launched and continues to prepare in the region.
Mr. Schorman, do you think these accusations
regarding chemical weapons
Mr. Schorman,
were first initiated with respect to the regime of Hafez al-Assad and Bashar al-Assad at the time that a $10 billion arrangement was being made by the United States when Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel was present in Jerusalem.
Yeah, Mr. Schorman, so do you think these accusations will lead to another Iraqi-style intervention in Syria or not?
That's the pattern, that's the process, that's the intent, and that's the way they operate. Exactly so. Even as they are attempting to provide a pretext for war by bombing Syria for providing weapons to Hezbollah. Hezbollah, after all, is defending the Lebanese against a series of Israeli invasions, and the Israeli head of armed forces has declared that Israel is already preparing for the next round in Lebanon. So all of this is by way of orchestrating, as Wilkerson has described, false flag undertakings to provide a rationale and pretext for long-established plans that the United States and Israel have for waging war in the region and for attempting to fragment countries as they had in Iraq and as they intend for Syria and Iran. That's what underlies this.
Indeed. We'll have to leave it there for the time being. Many thanks to Ralph Schorman, author of Hidden History of Zionism from Berkeley, California. Thanks for your time there, sir.